up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today is not a pregnancy update video. Today is all about my birth prep and plan for before and during this baby is coming. So sorry, I just ate a bunch of food. But anyway, if you would like to see what our plans are, the way we have everything planned, etc., keep watching. Before you do, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share, and it will make me so happy and appreciative, okay? All right, let's get to it. So, once I hit nearing the end of this second trimester, and I kind of got everything else out of the way as far as like baby shower and just, the new stuff or the, beginning stuff. I wanted to go ahead and sit down and do a birth plan. And it was also kind of in the schedule as far as my doctor wanted to go ahead and my doula wanted to go ahead as well, just so that we are clear on what it is I want, what it is Rob might want, what it is that I want in regards to my doula and things like that, and so that I can transfer the information from her to my doctor, from my doctor to her, and everybody is on the same page, working cohesively to get baby girl here as safe and quickly as possible. So I have already done my hospital pre-registration, and I know it seems weird. So first off, I have a like baby folder here. I have like a pink one that's cuter, but this is like something, I think this is the folder my doctor gave me at like my very first appointment, and so I've just been kind of like putting stuff in here. But you know me, like, well, some of you got, like, I just, like, I want cute stuff for no reason. And so I got a cute pink one, and yeah, whatever. But I do have my hospital pre-registration form in here that I have to mail in to, or copy, fax a copy of into the hospital. And they recommend that you do it at least 2 months before. And so probably mid-December is when I'll go ahead and send that into them. So I do already have that printed out and filled out and in this folder just so I do not forget anything. I also have the extra printouts of our actual birth plan that we're going to use, and I'm going to tell you which one we used and where we got it from and things like that. But all things birth plan, wants, needs, baby, I'm going to keep in a folder. Not this one, the pink one that I got, and it's going to go with us to the hospital the day of birth, just so everybody is aware, and we're gonna get into why I'm doing that in a minute. So just a quick rundown. When I was pregnant with Layla, pregnancy was fine. The same doctors that I go to now is the same doctor I had with her. Well, not the doctor, but the office. And I'm very familiar with every single doctor in the office. I think I have seen every single one. I'm very comfortable with the practice. They are amazing. I love them. And so I definitely did not want to change. They've been our family medicine doctor forever, and so all of that stuff was good. The thing that was the worst and that I did not like was actual birth and delivery. One, I did not like the hospital that I was at with Layla at all whatsoever. And I think anyone who lives in our town and near us can tell you right now, like, they wouldn't even send their dog there. But I didn't like it. And it was an older hospital, kind of, outdated. It's just, I also did not like a few of my welcoming nurses that I had. I was induced with Layla. That's something that I don't want to do again either, but we're going to get into that as well. But I did not like the opening nurses that I have for when I first got there to check in and to be induced, I had a terrible experience. Did not like them. And I actually requested to have different nurses, like I think an hour and a half within coming into being induced. I had already gotten my IV and things like that, and I was like, no. But I was lucky because the shift was about to end anyway, and so I was getting new nurses anyway with hopes that they were going to be amazing, and they ended up very much so amazing. But just that beginning experience at the hospital I did not like. I love the nurse that I received once the shift changed. I did not like a few of the colleagues that was working with her on the shift that would have to come in and do different things in place of her or for her or with her. Did not. She was fully aware that I didn't, so she was trying to make me as comfortable as possible. She was trying to make sure it was her that was constantly coming in, and I love that. And I love that definitely at the end, because my doctor didn't quite make it to when Layla was actually coming out, and so I just needed that comfort, just because I was very comfortable with my doctor. I was so hoping he was going to be the one there and with me, and so having that one specific nurse, and I wish I knew her name, I wish I could find her, was very comforting. However, me being a little young, me not, doing research, not doing a whole lot, it kind of like, I can't even think of a word, kept me from having exactly what I wanted or expected during Layla's birth. And so this time I just wanted to make sure that it was what I wanted and needed, and it was the best experience I could possibly have. So our first thoughts were to have baby at home, with a midwife and our doula and all of that stuff right here in the living room, in the floor, and I so wish I could have done that. The two midwives that are local that we did want were fully booked, so I am due February the 22nd of 2022, and they were fully booked with births already, and I was so sad. I did get put on the waiting list just in case, but fully booked, and they're very good, so I didn't even feel like anybody would be like, oh, never mind, unless a tragedy happened. But and then doing the whole trying to have one virtually and flying somebody in, it was too much. I don't want that. I need somebody here that can get here, that can get here and be here and all that stuff. So we decided that the hospital birth was fine. The hospital that I will deliver at this time, I have heard great things about. My niece was born there. The rooms are spacious. I heard the nursing staff is amazing. And even over the phone, just a couple of the nursing staff that I talked to over the phone there, they seem very warm and welcoming and amazing. And so I feel a little bit better about that. They also have different things as far as the shower, the tub, the things like that I could do that I did not have at the hospital when I gave birth to Layla. So it makes me feel a little bit better. And so we will be doing a hospital birth. So that was a change in our plan at first. And I know this plan and this prepping can change, which is why it's kind of like I'm pre-doing it, because then if I have to have a backup, or I know I need a backup, then I can just have one. And then if nothing goes as planned, at least I tried, okay? Rob is clueless. He don't know. So at least I tried, okay? So we're going to get into it. So the birth plan, I did do a printout that I got. I'm using this one. It is from thebump.com. I have read a lot of their forums and things like that with moms as far as symptoms and, just us as pregnant women, we go looking for answers and we find all sorts of Google forums and blogs and videos. And so they had a birth plan on their website that I really, really liked because it broke down everything. It allows you to check the boxes and have everything. So this is like the main one, and then I have a bunch of printouts that I will have in the folder. My doctor will be given one at my next appointment, and then my doula will be given one at our next appointment. And then the other ones are just kind of for the nursing staff if I feel like I need to give one out. And actually, when I talked to whoever I did on the phone, she actually did say, you know, if you have a plan, when you come in, just give us one, you know, we can look at it, we can know exactly what it is that you want. But my doctor is also able to submit it on my pre-chart as well for them to see it. So maybe I won't have to like pass them out like exams. But I did like this one. So this birth plan, and I'm going to try to go through it quickly. It just, you are able to put how you would like to spend your first stage of labor, what you are and are not interested in, fetal monitoring, labor augmentation, any pain relief that you would or wouldn't like, how you would like your delivery to be, what you will be bringing to the hospital, what you would like as baby is actually being delivered. If you would like I think it's a episiotomy, I don't know. I know what it means, but I don't know how to say it. And then like immediately after delivery, if there's a possibility that a C-section is necessary, what you would like, how and when would you like to hold the baby, breastfeeding, family members that can, you know, join during or after birth, baby's medical exams, procedures, first bath given, if you like the baby to stay in the room or not, would you like circumcision if you have a boy, post-delivery needs, and then if the baby's not well, you know, how you would like to handle that as far as NICU. And I know a lot of these things are kind of, I have a choice, but I don't have a choice, if you know what I mean. Like, some things just have to happen a certain way. And so I'm fully aware of that. And everybody will know that I'm fully aware of that. This is just preference, because if I can choose every single thing, I want to choose every single thing. But again, you can print this off of thebump.com, and I will put the link in the description box. And I'm actually going to get into everything that I checked. But first, so we're like 7 minutes from the hospital. So the trip really doesn't have to be like a planned thing. It's literally a straight, like we pull out of our neighborhood, get to the stoplight, it's a straight shot. Hospital is like right there. It literally takes us 5 to 7 minutes to get to the hospital, in hopes that there's no like snowstorm or something on the day that she decides to come. We do have a doula. So I do have a doula right now. It is up in the air as to if she is going to be able to attend our birth in person, just because of COVID restrictions and stuff at the hospital. And so we've already planned that, you know, if she can't, of course, you know, it's understandable and it's fine. And she's been working with me enough to be able to, you know, teach Rob or whatever, just the things that I need as far as comfort measures, massaging and stuff like that during labor. So we're prepared for that. If anything changes and she can come, then it will be her and Rob in the room. And then if not, of course, just Rob. And then of course, I don't know if they'll let 3. I'm pretty sure at this point it's only going to be 1 person allowed, because right now the hospital only allows 1 person, and if it's like certain stuff going on, they have to drop you off. It's like weird. Our placenta plan. So I plan to keep my placenta. My doula will come pick up the placenta from the hospital. We will be taking a small cooler and having ice so that the placenta will be put directly into there, so that she can come directly and come and pick it up. She is going to encapsulate my placenta into pills. I'm kind of really excited about that as well. And I'm just making sure that we have that portion of our plan in order, because the hospital will quickly like tell you no. If you have no way to keep it, like they will be like, no, we're gonna get rid of it. And the plan is also to not cut the umbilical cord right away, as well. That is our plan, to let baby get all of that out of there. And then, what else? Oh my goodness. So, as far as like packing our bags and stuff, I'm gonna kind of wait till like at least week 35. I'm not trying to do that too soon, unless things start coming up to where we think baby might come early or something. December, so it's November now. Of course, the holidays are coming up. Things are getting very busy for us. We have, competitions for cheer and Thanksgiving coming up, and then as soon as December hits, we still have competitions and we still have the holidays, and just like Christmas break and things like that. And I have tons of things at work that I need to get done. We are planning to take Layla on a Christmas trip that she has no idea about. So we always get really busy between October and the new year. And so things are just going to get really hectic. Baby showers in December. We just have a lot of back-to-back things in December. And then even January, we have a few birthday parties. My nieces and nephews are like all born in the cold months. And so we have a lot. So January is definitely going to be the month of like nursery prep, putting things up and getting things organized. And definitely like the packing plan, but I want everything done before February, because anything can happen by the time I hit 37 weeks, and so that's my plan. Of course, like I said, plans might not fall through the way that I want them to, but that is the plan, is to do that. And so, as far as anything else, so my mom and sister will most likely, my mom, I don't really know about my sister. She probably will, but I know my mom, his mom for a fact, will probably be here the day that I say, hey, I think baby's coming. They're probably going to get here in like 3 minutes. And so, I know like my mom will be here so that, Layla can be at home and comfortable and, with her stuff like that. But, I know we already kind of we have that support for her as far as when it is time to go, and, we have somebody here for her and she can be in her own element, in her own home, comfortable waiting for us. So all of that stuff is planned, and we have all of that stuff ready and, ready to go. As far as my birth plan, so when I was pregnant with Layla, I was hooked up to an IV. I laid in the bed on my back the entire time. And not only did I not realize that I did not have to do that, my mindset at the time with like pain control and everything, like I was like, oh, I'm over, I was 20, it was first baby, like I was just uneducated, not aware, like it was just, I definitely know I don't want to do that this time, especially the research I have done, the talks with my doctor. My doula is freaking amazing. She has like educated me on everything and anything possible, things that I never knew. So I definitely want to be standing up, walking around, and my doctor definitely knows that if I don't absolutely have to be, I know I have to get my IV port, and it needs to be up there just in case. But if I don't have to be actually hooked up to any fluids, like if I can just not have to like walk around carrying a freaking IV pole with me everywhere, I would love to not. I definitely want to be standing up, walking around, using the birthing ball. I don't think we'll have to take mine. I'm sure the hospital has one. I want to be active and I want to be able to move, and, if I want to get on all fours or if I want to sit, I just want to be able to be in different positions during labor, because that can help, you know, with the pain and comfort. And even before getting to the hospital, the plan is to labor at home as long as I possibly can. That was another mistake I feel like I made with Layla. I decided to just go with the induction. And I feel like it took way longer than it probably had to. This time I definitely, not only do I just want to experience that labor part, I want to experience it because I feel like it's a very like emotional state, like a very, you know, like a bonding type situation. Like I just want, I know I can do this, and so I just want to do it that way, unless I have to be induced for some reason. So I definitely want to be walking around. I'm not interested in like an enema, a catheter, or the IV unless I have to. Like, I'm not interested in doing any of those. I do not want to get in the hospital and be hooked up to all of this stuff and in the bed. I don't want to do that. Fetal monitoring, with me wanting to stand around, if they can like interval monitor, like just come in and monitor her, or if they have the one that, you know, some hospitals have it to where it just sticks on your stomach without having to be hooked up and you can walk around. I would love to do that. I do not want to have to be hooked up with bands that I can't walk around in, if that's possible. I only want augmentation during pregnancy, which is like intervention or anything like that if like baby is in distress, or when it comes to like membrane stripping, I will definitely consider that, especially if I'm like 40 weeks and I'm like, okay, it's time. I got my membrane stripped with Layla, and so you know, that is fine. I don't want it to include like an artificial rupture, which is like, I don't want my water broken for me unless I have to have it broken for me. Pain relief, I do not want any medicine. I don't want to be hooked up to the IV. So the Pitocin, all of those things I don't want. I didn't really have a great experience with those medicines either. It started making her tired and sleepy. I had to wear oxygen after a while. Like, it was just a mess. And so I don't want that. We have the techniques from the doula as far as like pressure points Rob can hit. Rubbing, he does a very good job of like keeping me centered and calm if I'm ever in pain and things like that. So I feel like he's going to do very great. Like, he knows what I need, as well as just like what the doula suggests too. So I feel like a combination of those, and especially while I'm laboring at home, I know, like, you know, just being here, lights low, I have like a whole playlist that I have ready of music and pregnancy affirmations that I can listen to. So we're just gonna do it that way this time. I do not want to be laying flat when I give birth on my back with my legs in stirrups. I hated it. I can't stand it now. Like, I don't want to do that. If I can be sitting straight up, which the beds at the hospital do allow to be straight up, or if I can be sitting like on my knees, or if I can be on all fours, I would like to do anyway, but lay on my back with my legs up unless I have to. Using like the bars or something, you know, I just want to do anything but lay flat on my back. Flat on my back, I had back labor with Layla, and laying flat on your back does not help with the pain at all. I do want to be push as directed. Like, I still want my nurses and of course doctor to be like, okay, let's push now. I definitely need that direction, because if not, I'll just be pushing. Yeah, I don't want to have limitations though. Like, as long as baby's not at risk, I want to just kind of be able to, like, if I need to push, like, let's go, let's do this. I don't want to be cut unless I absolutely have to. I did tear with Layla. I think I had like 1 stitch, maybe 2. But I don't want to like physically have to be cut or anything like that unless I have to. So I have that up here as well. Umbilical cord, we are not going to cut right away. So I have that up here, and we're keeping our placenta. after delivery. If a C-section is necessary, I want to make sure all options are exhausted first. Like, I need you to exhaust all other options that are safe without telling me that you need to cut me. I did natural birth with Layla, so I've never had a C-section. I want to stay conscious. You can numb me, but I do not want to be put to sleep. And I want Rob to stay with me the entire time. I want my hands left free so that I can touch baby. I need the surgery explained to me as it happens. Big surgery like that scares me, so I need you to let me know what's going on as it happens. Of course, epidural for anesthesia. I got an epidural with Layla. It did not work for me. I ended up feeling everything like it wore off before she came. And I want baby to be given to Rob as soon as baby is brought. Like, I want him to be the first one to, if I have to have a C-section, to grab her. And then I would like to breastfeed in the recovery room. If I do natural, which I'm praying and hoping that happens, I don't see why, but you know, why not? But I want baby to be given to me immediately. Like, toss it up here. That's how Layla was. It was like guts and blood and just everything. Give her to me, like, throw her up here. As a matter of fact, I actually want to be, if I can like pull her myself, I would love to do that too. Like, give me the baby, okay? And I would like to start breastfeeding as soon as I can, you know, right away. Of course, that skin to skin, like, wipe her down on me, do whatever you can on me, just let me have that for a minute. When they have to take her to clean her off and do all of this testing and stuff, that's another thing. We want the testing done in the room, in our presence. If it can't happen like directly, you know, where I can see, I need it to be done in front of Rob. I definitely want medical exams and procedures done in his presence or our presence. And I'm pretty sure he's going to be the exact same way. Like, I am almost 1,000% sure he's going to be like, no, I need to know what's going on, because he's kind of like that with me and Layla now. And so I can only imagine. The family members that I have that can come at the to the hospital, are our moms and Layla. I don't want like a bunch of people visiting the hospital. I'd rather just wait till we get back home. I don't even know how their visitation at the hospital is going to work anyway. And even when we get back home, we are not going to have like everybody come into the house to see the baby. We are going to be in February. It's going to be cold, with sickness and everything going around. We are really cramped on that. So if it's not, you know, we have our certain people that we are allowing to come at first. And we're just going to have to keep it that way just for a little while. And so, yeah. I want baby's first bath given in our presence as well. And if I can do it, I would love to do it first, but it really doesn't matter. We're only doing breast milk unless I absolutely make none, which I don't think is going to happen because it's already coming in now. Only breast milk. We're not substituting for anything unless we absolutely have to. Like, everything is if we absolutely have to, but breast milk is what it is. And I have asked for a specific lactation consultant that I know works at that hospital. I actually know her pretty well. I've had used her before, kind of. And so she is the one that's going to be coming, whether she is on the clock or not. She is coming to help me after baby comes. Baby will stay in the room the entire time. I don't even think that hospital has a nursery anyway. But yeah, baby's staying in our room the whole time. Of course, Rob is staying in the room the whole time. We're not having a boy, so we don't have to worry about circumcision unless we get surprised. But needed after post-delivery, I really don't want any like heavy like pain medications. I wasn't in any serious pain after having Layla. I was up walking around like doing stuff. I'm hoping it's going to be the same this time. I will do like an extra strength Tylenol and things like that. Stool softener if I need it. I had to do that the last time as well. I want to stay at the hospital as briefly as possible. Like, I want to go home. Like, if you can send me home, send me to the house, okay? I do not want to be here any longer than I have to be. If baby is not well, I want me and Rob to be able to go to the NICU whenever, however, whenever we can. Breastfeeding, I need that to be a thing. Like, if I can breastfeed, that's fine. If it needs to be pumped and supplied, that's it. Do not give my baby any milk unless we have to. And I want to be able to hold her whenever, or however I can if something does possibly go wrong. So yeah, I want to do this completely natural, unmedicated, my way birth. And from what my doctor, the conversation we've had, that can definitely happen. They are like super, super open to all of that. Even the hospital staff, when I talked to them, like, they were like, yeah, whatever you want, you just let us know. Like, if you need a speaker for your music, if you don't bring one, like, so I'm hoping that wasn't just talk over the phone and just talk to make me happy, and that really happens. But yeah, we want it our way. Really, it's my way, but I know what I need, and I know I just want it calm, especially laboring here the whole time, because I want Layla to be near me, and I need her near me. Like, it's something about her comfort as well that really, really, really eases my mind. And I definitely want her to be a part of this experience. And I know some people think it's weird when you have your child, like, seeing you with no clothes on, or like actually seeing the birth. I don't know why people feel that way. She's a female. It's, you know, if she decides to have children, it's completely natural events that are happening. And she's very, very interested. She gets very disgusted by some things, but she's very, very interested in it. And I want her there. If I could have her in the hospital room, I would too. And so, yeah, we are planning to do this our way, my way. And I hope everything goes smooth. We will, of course, like, vlog when all of this happens. Like, the minute my contractions start, I'm gonna be like, guys, listen, okay? But we're taking you along on this journey, and that is our plan. Our plan is to do everything as natural as possible, as easy and as smooth as possible, and I hope it goes as easy, as smooth as possible. So yeah, that's the birth plan. Again, if you would like to use this birth plan, I got it from thebump.com. I will put the link in the description box so that you can go up there and see it for yourself and print it out. We're also, last thing, I'm also going to make baskets for the nurses as well. That's something I didn't do the first time, but I am going to make baskets for the nurses as well, with some snacks and things like that in it. You know, they work just as hard as the doctor. You don't even see the doctor until he comes in there, or she comes in there, and so the nurses like have your back the whole time. So I want them to be like feeling appreciated and snacking and eating and stuff. So yeah, we're doing that as well. That is it. I will see you guys for the next update video or cheer vlog. I don't know what video is going to be next, but I will see you then. You will see me then. Bye.